Pause this. For the first arrow, we don't have to with the composition when making one. Just simply click on new composition and go ahead with the OK all settings. Just make sure you don't have the duration really big. It's not really necessary. And yeah, that's probably it. Go OK, and then click on the pen tool, convert vertex tool, and that's probably it. That's the wave. Now what I'm going to do is drop down here, go down in the context, and select the shape and add trim parts. Now when I selected the shape while adding the trim parts, what it did was added the trim parts inside the shape layer. If you do not do it, all you have to do is just drag and drop it inside the shape one. That's it. Anyways, that's easy bit. Now go into shape one and duplicate it, and just for the sake of this tutorial I'm going to name them as well. This will be arrow, and the first one will be arrow head, and yeah, done. Now you're going to parent the trim parts animations, which are start and end of it. What we're going to do is click on the spiral and drag it on the start of the arrowhead. Even the end of the arrowhead will be parented to the start animation inside the trim parts. And we're going to do the same thing with the arrow, which is the line behind the arrow's head. And we're going to select the spiral from start animation and drop it on the start of arrowhead. Same with the end, and drag and drop it there. That's it. Now the second thing we're going to do is open the expression panel. But the normal way to do is alt and click on the clock icon, but please do not do that. What it will do is unparent the layer, the end animation from the start, and we don't really want that right now. What we want is keep it parented, and click on this arrow and it will open the expression panel for you. Now add 5 or 8 or max 10. Just make sure it's a decent number from 5 to 10 and should be good to go. And you'll see a small line appearing here. Awesome. If you can't, get your eyes set. Okay, never mind. Go down in the stroke 1 of the arrowhead. I just close the trim parts just for the sake of more clarity. Increase the stroke width a little. Don't do it right now. You know what? Don't do it right now. Go to the taper and increase the end length to 100. Okay. Now arrowhead looks not right, not that right. What we'll do is increase the stroke width, make arrowhead much better, much better. Now it looks much better. And now what we're going to do is close this and now focus on the end of this one, the arrow shape, and we're going to go down there, expression panel, and double click and minus 20 it. For this type of arrow, we're just going to do minus 20 for now. We're going to go for the next arrow later on, and we'll change this unit again. So that's that. And we cannot really see that because what happened is it's the start is still on 0. We didn't really want that. Should have kept it here. I'll do it again so it's much clear. Let's remove minus 20 here and leave it at that. You see the line behind the arrowhead, it disappeared, so that's necessary. So what you do is minus and 20 and you got the arrow. What you have to do is simply do the animation, right? Just that. Now let's just do the animation. Okay, and let's just get on with it. start animation here. Then after 2 seconds, it will be here. Okay, so got the animation here ready. Let's just polish it up a little. F9, and here go to the flow and add it this. Probably this will also look good. There we go, it looks really good. Now the thing is, don't really want just this one. We want to explore another arrows as well. And for the another arrow, what we're going to do is go down here. Instead of -20, we're going to go to the end of the animation and make one. Just probably add another 0, and that should probably do the job. It did the job. It did the job. What we really wanted is the arrows line behind the arrowhead long enough to cover the entire animation, just so we can add inside the stroke one of arrowhead. Let's just close the arrowhead inside the arrow, just so we can add dashes and just increase the amount of dashes, and however you like it, this will just do the job. I want it somewhere around here, and perfect for me, and my animation is ready. Now I want gradient on it. It's a very simple way to do it. I'm not making it very complex, just making a big square, removing the stroke of the square, adding gradient, and click on V or go to the selection tool. Just use this as make this gradient. You can select the colors if you want. Just copy these colors. This one is 7000 fp, this one is just white, this one is yellow on the top right corner, and this one is just red. Okay, and all I'll do is go to the nomad option, drop down, and shape one. That did the job. That did the job, sorry. There we go, done. So for the second anime, for the second type of arrow that you saw in the intro, what we want to do is simply create one line, and that will be path of the arrow, and it will be simple, just this, or I shift clicked the line so it looks straight. And just to make it more visible, I'm going to add stroke to it, and yeah, there we go. Create a arrowhead like this, the design you saw in the beginning, and just make sure you just got it exactly how you want it. Now don't bother relocating that arrow. All you have to do is go to the line layer, go inside the contents, drop down the shape one, drop down the path one, click on the path. We'll select all three of these, Control C, which is copy it, and then go to the shape layer. Just press P, and in case if you got something what I just got, which is XY positions, select both, right click them, and untick the separate and dimensions, and copy, just paste it, and you will have the animation ready, which is in the line. Now all you have to do is remove this, go inside the shape layer, add a repeater, and at the end of this, we will need this repeater on the back of the our main arrow, which is this one. and it has all these blue squares around it, which is for the transform properties of it. Going to do is, instead of 100, we are going to go the other way and make it minus 100. We can just simply minus 100 it, and that should do the job. We got the arrows on the back. Now just right here, going to do is select it so we can see the path, and increase the amount of arrows till the very end, and we got, I guess, 17 till here. Now what we're going to do is click on the copies, which is 17, and go back and go to 1 and see arrow happening. Now simply select them both, click U, select them both, and I have this flow plugin I just love using, and there we go, did the job. Now again, the gradient, it's simple. I'm just going to copy paste the square that I made and increase the size of it, and simply add nomad to it. I mean, not add, it's just drop down on the nomad and select the shape layer 2. Got the arrow ready. You can place it anywhere you want. You can place it on geo layers, on your map animation, or however you like it. Just use it there. And yeah, that's it. That's the tutorial.